Hello guys, my name is Huang Qiuqiu. In this video, I would like to talk about second language acquisition. Firstly, I would share my personal experiences of second language learning. Secondly, I would talk the similarities between first and second language acquisition. Thirdly, the reasons interfere with the language learning outcome, and useful and practical strategies for students. In fact, I officially started learning English when I was in secondary school. But I was not interested in learning English since the primary focus in the class had been given to the grammar and vocabulary. However, my English teacher poured extensive passion into delivering the knowledge to us. For example, she taught us to sing English songs like advice to learn vocabularies, or play English videos to present the cultural background for English articles. Then I started interested in learning English. This may be based on one of the motivational strategies, because linking school-based learning to students' interests is a powerful motivational strategy which can result in quantitatively better learning. After the high school, I went to the college and started a 4-year English profession. Because of the strong interest in English culture, I have systematically started major courses based on English education and successfully passed all qualification examinations. Take myself as an example, I quite agree that the most ideal scenario is that student effort is intrinsic and student learning is optimally driven from within. That is how and when I learned my second language. Now I would like to talk about the similarities between first and second language acquisition. First of all, errors do not interfere with meaning are usually overlooked. In first language acquisition, parents tend to respond to the meaning rather than to the grammatical accuracy of their children's language. Similarly, in second language acquisition outside the classroom, errors that do not interfere with meaning are overlooked. Furthermore, like first language learners, second language learners do not learn language simply through imitation and practice. They produce sentences that are not exactly like those you have heard. Both first and second language acquisition are best described as developing systems with their own evolving rules and patterns, not simply as imperfect versions of the target language. After talking about similarities between first and second language, I would like to express my ideas about factors affecting my second language acquisition. I quite agree that there are 3 key psychological factors that affected learners' second language learning, which respectively are language aptitude, motivation, and language anxiety. Personally, the most important factor affected my second language acquisition is motivation, which is a composite construct involving orientation, attitudes, and effort. For instance, when I was an undergraduate student, I had a lot of examinations which were determinants for achieving degree. These experiences, however, greatly improved my English proficiency and proved that learners can learn a second language with functional purposes. That is called instrumental orientation. In addition, I always hold a positive attitude toward every teacher I've ever met because most of them are professional and respectable. Because of the love and curiosity toward Western culture, I applied a master's degree in Canada to pursue more advanced English education. Although sometimes it's hard to reach out my comfort zone to talk to some strangers with other language, I am trying to overcome language and cultural barriers. After talking about factors affect my second language learning, now I would like to illustrate the strategies that I will use to help my students. There are 5 stages of second language acquisition, including pre-production stage, the early production stage, speech emergence, and intermediate fluency, advanced fluency. These 5 different stages for second language learners have various features. For example, stage of pre-production is also called the silent period, when the student takes in a new language but does not speak it. The period often lasts 6 weeks or longer, depending on the individual. For ELL students, teachers should differentiate instruction according to student language level and adopt appropriate instructional strategies according to stages of language acquisition. Secondly, according to my personal experiences in second language acquisition, I would like to become a teacher who is employ various strategies aimed at enhancing student motivation. Especially for Chinese students, for example, offering rewards, making sure that students receive sufficient preparation and assistance, reminding students of the instrumental value of second language, bringing and encouraging humor. To sum up, in this video, I talk about my personal experience in second language acquisition, similarities between first and second language learning, factors that affected my second language acquisition, and the strategies that I would like to adopt to meet my students' learning requirements. These are references that I used in this presentation. Thank you for your patience. See you next time.